Well, welcome back again. Another episode of SQL Server Weird. So as you can see, we are playing with database name and the maintenance plan today. We have been having this issue that this maintenance plan has been failing on us continuously. And we went ahead and looked at what's really wrong with this maintenance plan, and it was trying to execute something on this path where it's actually dumping a database on this path. If you put your microscope and where I have this cursor, you'll see that there's a space between a path. And for those who loves our maintenance plans by Microsoft's and we do not use our own written scripts, this is another reason why you should not be using package maintenance plans. As much as we can love them on 2005, Microsoft still needs to fix the things that they could fix. Well, as much as we can blame Microsoft, we can blame ourselves too. Microsoft SQL Server database naming convention, if you look at them, it will allow you to create a database with space in the middle. Alright, let's give it a kick. So as you can see, we create a space in the middle. So now if we try to back up this database, space in the middle, and execute it, it's gonna throw up. I don't understand what are you talking about. Okay, that's good, but let's try a space in the end of the database. There you go. And end of the database space. And here you can see that I have a space at the end. And when I change the name, you can see right here, it took a space at the end. And now I'm going to try to execute the same statement and see if it knows how to do the backup. Yeah, fine, it knew how to take care of that bottom end or tail end. So SQL Server database naming convention, if you'd like to use a space, you can use it at the end of it for a standard routine backup, but not at the middle of it. SQL Server does not know how to translate that unless you put a terminator around it, of course. Without terminator, or what I mean by terminator is just parenthesis, it does not know how to translate a middle space. If I had the middle space with this, it would work. Just take my word for it. So now, as much as it's a bad practice by the DBAs, where we have space in the middle of a database name or at the end of a database name, it's a bad practice. If you look at Microsoft, what they're doing here in their maintenance plan, they don't know how to parse out a space. They do create a folder with a name where the folder name cannot contain a space, so that's cool. But when you're taking the parameter from the database name, and if it has a space, it does not know the folder name it has created, how to associate it with your actual database backup dump file. So for those in Microsoft, please go and put this as a bug and fix it, please. And don't put a space in your path, and validate before you put that space in the path whether you could use it or not. And for those DBAs who want to live in this imperfect world, please create a standard script for creating your database where you don't specify a space neither in the middle or in the end. I rest my case, and thank you for tuning in.